What a wild year in real estate. We started the year off at the tail end of what would be the craziest 2-year market that we've ever seen, with bidding wars and multiple offers and people offering up their firstborn child to get a house. I'm just kidding. I don't think that actually happened, but at this point, nothing surprises me. Then flash forward to February, where we saw the start of the war in Ukraine, and then to March, when the Fed started aggressively raising interest rates. Mortgage rates rose dramatically from about 3% at the beginning of the year and then peaking just above 7% in November. So of course, all of these things have an effect on the real estate market, and the stats for this year are pretty crazy, so let's get into it. In 2022, there were 44% fewer transactions across the Gunnison Valley than there were in 2021, and we also had 24% fewer listings than 2021. Because we were still having an inventory problem, it was hard for sellers to get motivated to sell because they couldn't find a replacement home. And if they were locked into a lower rate than what we were seeing this year, well, that made it even less appealing. Days on market were down 32%, meaning homes were actually selling faster than they were in 2021. And here's the interesting part. Average sales price was up 23% despite less favorable market conditions. Even though total transactions were down, because average sales price was up, total sales volume was only down by 31%, which is still a huge drop, but it's less than what we would expect given the 44% drop in transactions. By the way, this is the first year in my career, which started in 2016, that sales volume is significantly down from the year before. But to put it in perspective, 2020 and 2021 were seriously some of the craziest years that we've ever seen in real estate. Sales volume in 2022 is still way up from pre-pandemic levels, which in 2018 and 19 were about 314 million compared to this year's 496 million. So I want to emphasize that even though activity is down, properties are still retaining their value. The market is not crashing, it's just normalizing and correcting. To wrap things up, let's talk a little bit about what we can expect for 2023. Regarding interest rates, economists are a little all over the place with their predictions. If inflation continues to rise, some economists think that mortgage rates will peak around 8 or 8.5%. Some think that if spending halts so much that we head into a recession, rates could fall to around 5%. It's hard to know, but we'll keep watching. Most economists do agree that home sales could continue to decline next year and that average days on market will start to increase. Interestingly, due to low inventory, most economists think that home prices won't drop, they'll actually just remain relatively flat. This is good news for buyers who have been looking for a little bit of a reprieve in the market. And as a seller, if you're concerned, just remember to look at the big picture perspective where your home is worth so much more than it was last year or the year before that, definitely more than 5 or 10 years ago. So as we look ahead to 2023, if you're thinking about buying or selling property here in the Gunnison Valley, I encourage you to reach out to me now so we can strategize now and help you achieve your goals this year. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Unless you call me, then I'll see you sooner.